The Demon of the Dunes. This is a story of research when some scientists found dog skeleton tied in metal chains. The bones that shouldn't exist. The Tar Desert was quiet that morning, the kind of quiet that made even the wind hesitate. Dr. Mira Rafidnine, researcher, stood on the ridge overlooking the excavation site, sipping tea that had already gone cold. Her team had been digging for weeks, expecting nothing more than fossilized plants or pottery shards. Then the ground gave way. A junior researcher had fallen through a thin crust of sand into a hollow beneath it. When they pulled him out, shaken but unharmed, he kept repeating the same thing. "There's something down there, something big." They widened the opening and lowered lanterns. The light flickered across a cavern of compacted sand, and something pale beneath it. Something curved. A rib. A rib longer than a man height? As they uncovered more, the shape grew monstrous. Vertebrae the size of boulders. Leg bones thicker than tree trunks. And finally, the skull elongated, predatory, unmistakably canine. A 25-foot dog? But no dog had ever been this size. No known creature had this combination of features. And when the carbon dating results came back, the entire camp fell silent. 70 million years old. The age of dinosaurs. Impossible. Yet the evidence lay before them. Some of THR reporters interviewed the villager around the area. An old man named Bhairav Singh, his eyes sharp despite his age. "You should not have disturbed it," he said. Researchers tried to explain the scientific significance, but Bhairav raised a hand. "We know this creature," he said. "Our ancestors called it Kolkata, the dog of time." He told reporters about the old stories, of a guardian beast that roamed the desert before humans existed, of a creature born from fire and shadow, tasked with keeping something sealed beneath the sands, of a prophecy that said, "When the guardian rises, so too will the darkness it once held back." The team dismissed it as folklore, but some researchers couldn't shake the feeling that the elders' fear was real, too real. The night the desert woke. On the 7th night, the storm came. It didn't build gradually like normal desert storms. It struck like a hammer, a wall of sand roaring across the dunes with a sound like 1,000 voices screaming. Tents ripped apart. Lights flickered and died. The ground trembled. Mireth, lead researcher, crawled out of her tent, shielding her face. Through the chaos, she saw something impossible. The skeleton was glowing. A faint red light pulsed from within the bones, like embers in a dying fire. The sand around it swirled unnaturally, forming spirals that rose into the air. Then, with a sound like cracking stone, the bones shifted. Not collapsing, not breaking, moving. The storm intensified, blinding everyone. Mira felt a force, not wind, not sand, but something heavy and ancient pressing against her chest. And then, as suddenly as it began, the storm vanished. Silence. Cold, absolute silence. The skeleton was gone. Not buried, not shattered. Gone. In its place, a trail of massive footprints led away into the dunes. Each one fresh, each one deeper than the last, as if something unimaginably heavy had walked out of the earth. The government sealed the site within hours. Soldiers arrived. Scientists were flown in. But none of them could explain the footprints, which stretched for miles before disappearing into the desert's endless horizon. Mira wasn't supposed to investigate further. This mystery remained closed, and normal public was banned to travel through that area, and the mystery remained unsolved with all the questions. How could a canine-like creature exist 70 million years ago, alongside dinosaurs? Why is its anatomy similar to modern dogs, if mammals were tiny during that era? Who or what forged iron chains millions of years before humans existed? How did the chains survive for so long? Was the creature naturally occurring, genetically engineered, or something else entirely? What caused the creature to awaken after being buried for millions of years? Why did the skeleton glow and move during the sandstorm? Please share your thoughts with us and subscribe the channel for more interesting content.